Hey there everyone. Picked up this M&P a few weeks ago and have been having some issues with a failure to feed. It was a bit inconsistent at first, and as I shot it more, finally last weekend it happened on almost every meg that I put through it, and I was able to figure out what the problem was. So to get to it here, we'll go ahead and break it down. So I've got seven rounds in this magazine here, and what'll happen is as the gun is cycling, I'll get partway through the magazine, and you see I don't have any pressure here. The follower is getting hung up on the mag catch. Now I do have the mag set up, the mag release rather, for left-handed. And that's really what the problem is. In the magazines, the follower is gonna drift toward the left side since it's a double stack, and when you flip it over, it's this notch here that the catch is gonna go in. If it's in right-handed mode, it catches over on this side and the follower is able to pass through without a problem. You can see no pressure here. What would happen in some matches, I'd get a jam, I'd drop the magazine and throw a new one in. One match I picked up the ejected magazine, and since there's no pressure here and the bullets had bounced around, actually one of the bullets had flipped its way and landed in there backwards. Other times I've had the bullets in completely vertical, but you can see no upward pressure here. The follower is hung up on the magazine catch. If I keep upward pressure on the magazine to keep it from ejecting, but I hit the button to get the mag catch out of the way, we're back to having upward pressure from the follower again. Now, I did find on a Smith & Wesson forum, somebody had contacted Smith & Wesson, and they sent out a new mag catch, and that had the corner of it clipped off. He said it was at like a 45-degree angle. But just to show you what's going on here, let's see if we can't zoom in a little bit. Get some light in there. Right here, you can see that mag catch is protruding into the magazine, and the follower is going to be tight over on this side. So I actually ran across the problem when I was loading the magazine, and I happened to stop and look at the magazine right when the follower was over this window. But right there is where it catches. We'll pop the release out. So the issue is, this is the piece that catches the magazine, but it's just the little corner here that's actually protruding and catching the follower. So I'm going to round that off with a Dremel tool, and we should be good to go. Alright, just got done grinding it down a little bit. I started out with a sanding drum, but the radius was too big on the drum, started cutting into the piece itself. I had it wrapped in tape at the time, so we're okay there. Had to switch over to the cone grinding wheel, and that seemed to work okay. It had a small enough radius, I was able to get in there. I didn't take a lot off, just kind of clipped that corner a little bit, and I haven't fed any rounds through it yet, but I did put it in and seems like it'll work okay. We'll just go ahead and slip her in and see what she looks like. Oh, gotta actually catch it. There we go. And when I drop the mag in, again my broken down mag locked in. Doesn't seem like there's any way that's coming out. Get some light in there. And right there you can see it. I can still catch it with the punch. If I come in from the bottom, I can still catch it, but not a lot protruding out. You can always take more material off. I want to see how this goes before I take any more off. So again, 7 rounds in this magazine. Rounds feed. Alright, looks like I need to take a little bit more off. We're still catching there. Alright, so that was all of 15 seconds of grinding, just to take a little bit more off, focusing on this end right here. We'll throw her back in. Put it in the correct way. There we go. And we're locked in. Got 7 in this magazine. Alright, so far so good. Oh, that one's gone. Okay, so I'm definitely past the point of catching here. This is the mag I was using earlier. I'll go ahead and throw 2 back in there. Let's see how she goes. Yeah, this mag is still catching. This point here, there's just the smallest little corner protruding. I think I might clean up the follower a little bit before I grind any more off, so we'll see if that cleans it up completely. Well, I decided rather than taking the magazines apart and polishing up the followers, I did notice that the mags were going in really hard. You can see that shiny metal. There was a little bit of metal showing before I started the whole project, but definitely on this one I could feel that the sharp corners that I made were definitely grinding in. It kind of felt like nails on a chalkboard. The mags weren't going in very smoothly. So I did decide to grind off just a little bit more, and then I went ahead and beveled the top and the bottom just a touch, and they seem to be going in a lot more smoothly now. I haven't tried pushing any rounds through her yet, but we'll throw it back in. And we are locked in. And let's back her out. Notice the magazine does glide in much more smoothly now. I am noticing that I think we are good as far as how far we're penetrating. I can still catch the punch in there, but there's a big hole in the side of the magazine, so it's actually just falling into the hole. I can catch the side that doesn't have a catch in it too, for that matter. So I think this is going to be the trick right here. I think we're good. We've got 7 rounds loaded up again. Still have pressure. Still have pressure. Alright, we seem to be good there. Let's try another mag. 7 in this one again. Good. Still have pressure. Still have pressure. Yeah, so I think that was a fix. we'll get out to the range and we'll see if it cycles well, and hopefully that's the end of that problem. Otherwise, I do like the pistol, and if we solve this whole feed issue, shoots nice, so should be a good gun. Let me know if this helped you out, if you had a similar problem, and thanks for watching.